Hey guys, how are you today? Duke, sit and relax, please. There you go, good boy. Don't move too much. Hey Margot, how are you? Beautiful view. Yes, it's nice actually. Yesterday we had a heavy rain. Started roughly about 8:30 or so, and it's nice and clear this morning, which is good. It kind of refreshes the weather a bit. Looks like Oregon. Oregon. Oh, nice. It's all mountain view as well too in their area. That'd be awesome. Yeah, hopefully it stays like this. It was nice to actually have a little bit of a cool weather last night, which is good. Makes it worth it. And Duke, of course, is enjoying it. He's all full of mud again, as usual. And Maurice and Duke just got my B1 vitamin. Any advice? Taking it daily. Which one did you get for the vitamin B1? Is it the benfotimin, 200 milligrams? And Antoine, just so I can get an idea. Now, usually, most of the vitamins, vitamin B complex, are all water soluble, so they could be consumed on an empty stomach. I got the benfotimin, 300 milligrams with thiamine. Yeah, you can take it on an empty stomach. If you did have any digestive issues, then take it with food. But either or should be fine. And just make sure you're taking it once a day. Should be plenty. Look at the view, beautiful. Yeah, it is beautiful view actually. It's nice. And yesterday, actually, on top of the mountain to the left side, further up, there was a fire from so much. It wasn't so much the heat; it was more of the thunder and stuff got hit. Thanks, Maurice. Can't wait to do the consultation with you. Sounds good. Looking forward to it, Antoine. So, how's your day going? What is your name? My day is going good, and I think my name is posted, isn't it, on your end? Duke is relaxing before his meal. He's taking it easy. Simonok, I hope I'm saying the name correctly. Hey, how are you? Duke, that view. This is all for Duke. That's his little view. Sit there and enjoy the view off the deck. Nothing better to do. After a busy day for him. And the nice thing is because he can see the whole land from the top all the way to the bottom. So that's his like favorite spot to sit that high. This is like his highest point to actually view everything. No, I didn't get a chance to today. I was gonna go today this morning and I ended up having a consultation. So I had to reschedule it for tomorrow again, and I ended up getting another consultation. So I'm not gonna be able to go to town anytime soon. Probably not till like Saturday, but one of the stores that I wanted to kind of go to is closed on Saturday, so I'll have to wait till like Monday or something, or maybe tomorrow if I finish early. I won't finish till the afternoon, and the problem is if I go in the afternoon, it gets like really busy. So I'm trying to I like to get things done early morning, and you know my patients and my customers, they come first, right? So I always kind of have to adjust my schedule based on that. So there's always another day, it seems, but I'll have to go pick up all the stuff for the wood stove. That's what I wanted to go pick up and haven't really had a chance to. Why can't you take him? I'll tell them he is your service dog. Well, I do take him with me everywhere. I take him with me everywhere. The only thing is I can't take him with me is to the grocery store where, you know, to buy some stuff. And I don't want to keep him in the car either because it's way too hot for him in the car. Even if I leave the air conditioning on, you know, I don't want anybody to kind of complain and stuff. So I could keep him here when I go, and I have to actually keep him here when I go when it's that hot, because you know, for me to take him with me to a lot of these places is tough, because he gets like really hot and really tired and exhausted too, right? Here it's still nice and cool compared to town. When we go to town, it's almost like 1,000 feet below us, so the temperature changes by about 5 degrees, and it's way hotter and way more humidity. So you'll have a hard time breathing there. It's tough. I think I have to register him to be considered as a service dog. Yeah, the sewer line is a success. Everything is worked, Margot, and I already got it full covered. I'm just today one of the pieces that I've been waiting for 2 weeks for my overflow for my water tank came in. So I did drill the hole, got it all set up and everything. I just have to put a couple pipes together, and we'll probably test it out tomorrow fully to see how well it works. If it does, if the tank works, and after that, I'll hook up the underground pipe. I'll go under the trailer, hook it up, and then I know for a fact I have my water done. I don't have to keep, you know, going back and forth, which is nice. But I'll have to let it run for about 3 days to actually clear it up really good, and because you know, it still runs inside of a plastic container. The plastic is still BPA free, but as long as you have, I've been doing some testing on it, as long as you have good runny water and nothing sits stale, then it should be fine. So we'll be doing a lot of testing on that just to make sure. But yeah, everything's coming along good. It's just sometimes it's a waiting game. We have to wait. Trying to be as handy as possible, and you know, some of the stuff is a little bit frustrating. but it is getting there. It's getting there very, very slowly, but we're almost kind of completed. Today I had to go under the trailer and actually I had to drill 4 inches holes for moisture. And I got a fan. I have to install a fan that runs off of solar, so this way it sucks up all the moisture from under the house and under the trailer. This way it doesn't cause any mold. So we'll see how that works out. Hopefully it does work really well. So so I already drilled. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about seven holes or so. We're gonna drill probably one more, and we should be good to go. Hey Zena, how are you? Good morning to you. What time is it there? It's almost 4 p.m. for us. Where are you at? Probably internationally somewhere then. Oh, Australia. Australia, 9 a.m. Wow. Okay, so it is early. Must be nice sleeping in 9 o'clock. See if I can adjust the phone a bit. Hey Dookie, what's going on? You can relax. We'll go eat in a bit, bud. You just finished playing. There you go. Good boy. I had coffee yesterday at 3 p.m. and had very bad sleep. Probably some restless sleep from too much coffee at night. You're probably very sensitive to caffeine. What causes that issue? Hello from Canada. Hey Pauline, how are you? What about in Canada you're at? Oh yeah, Ontario. How's the weather there in Ontario? Has it been sunny lately, or you guys having some wet season? It's been wet here for a while, except for the past 3 weeks now. We've had some nice heat, which was really, really nice. Yesterday we actually had a heavy rain for about 5 hours. It was not so bad. We needed that to actually cool down the weather a bit. Is your neighbor Karen last name McDonald? I don't know. I never really checked. I'm not sure about her last name. It's beautiful, sunny, warm, but today a little on the cool side, which I don't mind. A high of 20. Yes, high of 20 is nice as well. That's not bad. It's better than being in the high 30s and 37s. Starting tomorrow is gonna hit the plus 37s again. So it'll be hot. Well, it is perfect weather. You know, whenever we have like a high 30s, and sometimes, you know, we get a couple of days throughout the week where it's like in the 20s, or if it rains every night would be nice, because this way it cools down the place a bit, and this way a person can actually sleep, which is good, which is nice as well. But because probably for the past 3 weeks we haven't really slept good because the house gets really, really hot. I guess the insulation is very well done, and it gets like super hot inside. You can't even walk, you can't even sleep in there. Yeah, I am in British Columbia here. And then the thing is, because you were covered such a high mountains, that we don't get much airflow coming down. So it's almost like it's nice, but even if it was like 10 degrees, 11 degrees outside, it still feels hot because there's no wind. So we'll see how it is in the winter time as well, how cold it gets. California triple digits for over 20 days straight. Wow. It's almost like you gotta have a swimming pool and you just gotta stay in it the whole day. I think that's my plan next year, is to get a swimming pool. If I can get one this year, I wouldn't mind getting one. I'm sure Duke will be using it every single day, jumping in it. Wow, beautiful. Just have wildlife, bear, elk, deer, moose. Oh, we got all of them. All of them may come over once in a while. Hi, Maurice. Did you know anything about GLP-1 peptides? What would you like to know? A pool would be wonderful. I think so. I think so. I think I wanna put a swimming pool. I was gonna do it underground, but it'll be tough. And I think just I'll buy one of these big swimming pool from like Costco or something, like 20 feet by 10 foot, and I'll probably build like a deck around it. I think that would be great. And this way we can come down from this deck down to the other deck and just jump in it. This looks like absolute paradise. What a stunning view. You live in an absolute heaven. Lovely that wildlife comes and visit. Beautiful. Yeah, there's a lot of wildlife actually that come here. A lot of deers, elk, brown bears, grizzlies, black bears, rabbits. You name it, pretty much it comes by. Sounds good to me. Anything, lol, are they safe? They are safe temporary usage for the GLP-1. If you're doing like a six to 8 week cycle and you get off for a few weeks, and it should be fine. But if you're doing more than that, then you just gotta be careful for your kidneys. Yeah, I think the pool would be good, and just all I have to do is every night probably just cover it at night, so it doesn't attract too many bugs and stuff. I would not like to walk out and a bear be real close. Well, sometimes what can you do? I think one was like 3 years ago, Patricia, 3 years ago, I think, before I had Duke. I was in the bottom by that trailer there, and I was just sitting there cooking a burger, and a black bear walked probably across between me and my neighbor. I think it's probably maybe 20, 30 feet away from me. Didn't even notice until he got to the bottom. Do you hunt? I haven't really. I do have my rifles, but I haven't really went and done any hunting recently. So maybe I will down the road when I have everything set and set up correctly. Then I definitely would do it. Wouldn't mind, some some rabbits or turkey for Duke. Fishing, I love fishing. I've been fishing for 25 years. I haven't gone fishing for 2 years since I got Duke. But this Sunday, I'm going with my neighbor. he got a new motor, so we're gonna test it out with his boat to see. So we're probably gonna go on Sunday, and if everything goes well, I'm gonna probably fix my kayak because I've done a lot of kayak fishing, and kayak fishing is awesome. It's just I have two big holes in the kayak. I'm trying to actually repair them. Have you ever ice fished? Never, no. No, no, I haven't really done it, not once. Maybe this winter, or maybe next winter I'll try it. I haven't really gone out and done. I don't know if I'd enjoy it or not. You know, go out there, you'll be like freezing your ass off, and you're trying to actually fish. But I don't know if I'll enjoy it. I actually like the sun. My son kayaks fishing. Kayak fishing is the best. I have a 12-foot kayak in the bottom there that sit on top one. But I left it outside last winter, and got cracked from the heavy snow. So I'm gonna be melting some plastic with a torch and see if we can get it fixed up. Yeah, I don't think I'll enjoy ice fishing, you know, with the cold weather and just sitting there, and especially when it's cold and you're wet too, right? So I don't know if I'll enjoy that. Some people love it. Are you in Colorado? I'm in Canada, in BC. What dose of the peptide would you recommend for just starting out? It depends on, are you doing the injection of the GLP-1, or are you doing just a capsule? If you're doing the injection, I have to check because I think it's about 250 micrograms. Oh, you're doing the capsule. Wow. What do they come in at? Because obviously the capsules are mixed. What dose do they come in at? 500 milligrams? Most of the peptides I've tested, they're all been injections in the stomach. I haven't really tried any of the peptides and capsules. How well they work, I'm not sure. But I heard some good feedback from certain patients of mine that they rather have the capsules compared to the injection. Just with the injection, after a while, you know, when you keep poking yourself in the stomach, it becomes like a sensitive spot, almost like it leaves like a scar tissue from poking yourself every single day. Because I was doing it twice a day for some of the peptides. Did any of you guys try the chocolate mousse thing that I did the recipe on, with the 3 boiled eggs and the cacao and all that stuff? No, but where is the recipe? I love chocolate. It should be in one of my videos. I think the one I did like 2, 3 days ago. It's very simple. So what I did is it's very simple recipe. I did 3 boiled eggs. Of course, you put everything in a blender. I put a couple tablespoons of MCT oil, couple tablespoons of cocoa butter, and a little bit of what do you call it? Honey. About a teaspoon to a tablespoon of honey. Now the cacao you put in there as well, other than the cocoa butter, I put roughly about 2 tablespoons. It's 100% cacao. But keep in mind when you put the honey, that's gonna probably make it like say 90% or so dark chocolate. And all you gotta do is just blend it all together. That's it. That's simple. Once it's all blended, I would actually put it in the freezer for about an hour or so to kind of cool it down. Because the cacao, the cocoa butter has to be melted, and usually I would actually melt it and actually mix it all together. But it tastes really nice. It's actually nice and filling. It's a nice, like almost like a keto carnivore type of dish. It still has some good quality. Well, everything is good quality, right? You got MCT, you got honey, everything is raw, unpasteurized, and actually tastes good. Now, for some diabetes, if they really want to try it as well without putting honey, they can use a glycine. It's a type of amino acid that still has nice sweet flavor, or they can use monk fruit as well. That works really good. This way, it doesn't kind of cause any spike in the insulin levels. Do you need to take vitamin D when your own body makes it? It's not whether your own body makes it or not. It's sometimes based on whether you're absorbing enough vitamin D or not, or whether you're actually deficient. Because we like to see numbers in the upper 80s. And keep in mind, vitamin D is a hormone that it does have more than 800 different enzymatic function. So we definitely don't want anybody to be deficient in it, because if you're deficient, it will fluctuate with your hormonal levels, fluctuate with your sleep, with your blood pressure. So it's very crucial to actually maintain a proper optimization. Now your body will actually get it synthesized from the sun, or you get sometimes from certain foods you might eat, like egg yolks and salmon and other things, but they have to be in a raw form, because the moment you cook it, you will actually destroy sometimes most of the fast soluble vitamins. The reason we need more vitamin D than prior to our ancestors is because a lot of our food is heavily modified. So a lot of the modifications tend to actually flush out some of these vitamins and minerals from our system. It eye that's lack of vitamin D. It's actually it's a magnesium deficiency. And magnesium as well is another form of mineral that is heavily used, and it still has about 400 different functions in the body. So everything that actually happens in the body, the first thing you want to check for is your magnesium and your vitamin D. These are very crucial before you actually check and blame anything else. Yeah, it's very calm in here. I don't know if you guys can hear the water in the background. It's much louder last month. Usually in the first month of May is very, very loud. What type of magnesium and how many to take? Well, for magnesium, you want to take a non-man-made product, and there's only one company out there that makes it from Australia. It's called Aussie Trace Minerals. It has its natural trace minerals 70 plus it does contain the magnesium, plus it does contain a proper electrolyte balance. And that's the one you want to take because it's most bioavailable. It has to be magnesium ionic chloride. That's the most bioavailable form that our body can actually recognize, and they can absorb up to 65%. So, and you take it at least Aussie Trace Minerals. Yes, that's the one. And what you have to do is you gotta take it every 4 hours. You don't just take it once a day because it does have a short life, and unfortunately, our intestines can only absorb very small amount of it. So you constantly have to actually take some so you can allow proper absorption. And of course, you do have to have good pH in your small intestine. You do have to have good acidity as well on the gut. So all these matters because based on that, that's how much you can actually absorb and digest the correct amount of magnesium. But yeah, when you take the magnesium, and you can tell whether your body is fully saturated or not. It's all based on how you feel. But saturation could be anywhere from 6 months to almost a year before a person gets saturated correctly with proper magnesium. It just doesn't happen overnight. You can do a pH test, or you can definitely take some bicarbonate. So this way you can increase the pH within your small intestine, because the higher pH level, the proper pH level, the more magnesium you can absorb. And it's usually pH is created or released by the pancreas after you consume your food. So if the pancreas is struggling, then you're going to struggle absorbing proper magnesium amounts to your system. So it's all related to the pancreas and how effective it is. So during a meal, taking something that contains acid, such as apple cider vinegar, will actually enhance the pH after the food is being consumed. Duke is out. I'm gonna use the wood stove this weekend if I could. If it's not too hot, I wanna actually make like my cheat day on Saturday. Love my apple cider vinegar. Thank you for your knowledge. I appreciate you. No, thanks so much, Pauline. And make sure the apple cider vinegar you're taking is after your food, at least 1 teaspoon to a tablespoon after every single meal. Hey, Duke, relax. It's nice and cool today, actually. It's not that hot. But tomorrow is gonna be freaking hot. It's supposed to reach 37 degrees. So we're gonna have a lot of water turned on you. Hey guys, let's tap the screen. Maybe we'll get more people to join. I know it's about 4 o'clock. Maybe I'll stay a little bit longer. Duke, let me know when you're hungry, bud. ACV really helped lower my blood sugar after meals. Thanks for the tip. Oh, that's awesome, Stephen. Yes, it does help quite a bit, which is excellent. And I'm glad that it's actually working for you. And thanks so much for sharing with everyone. Yeah, sometimes just the small adjustments in our diet, small add-on to our system, it does a lot of things. Keep in mind, guys, we can heal our body, we can reverse almost 99.9% of every disease just with the food we consume. We don't need we're not deficient in any synthetic medications or nothing like that. Everything is just with our food intake. Just unfortunately, our food intake has been depleted over the years, and we just want to make sure we're consuming proper food intake. His calcium score of 279 for his 73 years old. Okay, doctor wants her to take statins. There's no point of taking statins. The CAC score of 279, that's still within the moderate range, because the moderate range is between 100 and 400. And that's normal for a 73 years old to actually have a score of 279. To go on statin is not going to actually stop anything, stop a progression or anything. So what happened is that 279 usually would have about a 10% to a 15% progression on a yearly basis. But, to kind of prevent that, it's almost like we have to see what's deficient. As a 73 years old person, they definitely could be deficient in magnesium, potassium, and mostly electrolytes. So if you can actually fulfill their body with proper magnesium and proper vitamin B complex, then you can possibly stop the progression. Statins are not going to do anything. Statin, all they're going to do is just lower your cholesterol and make the person dumb. Sorry to say that, but all it does is just lowers the cholesterol so much in your brain that it makes the person have pains and have mood issues, and definitely you don't want that to happen to a 73-year-old person or older, because that time is crucial for them to actually have a proper thought functions, mood function, all that stuff. And we definitely don't want to take that away from them just by feeding them statins just so we can satisfy the doctor's pocket. At the end of the day, she's not statin deficient. Statins are just there for them to make money off you and get you more sick. She has very high blood pressure. She just increased to 160 milligrams BP meds. So the blood pressure now, that's a different story again, but blood pressure and CAC score plays a crucial role, is because magnesium is deficient in the body. So we're looking for 6 milligrams per deciliter or higher of magnesium as an RBC magnesium test, and I guarantee she's very deficient, so that's why the blood pressure is actually increasing. But definitely that's fixable. You can take magnesium, you can take TMG if she has a homocysteine gene, but all that stuff is fixable. Maybe book a time with me if you really want to, and I can kind of guide you and give you a protocol. And trust me, you don't need statins. Statins are poison. They're going to poison your brain. It's going to cause Alzheimer's. It's going to cause a lot of things. And blood pressure medications, on the other hand, they're going to start to destroy your kidney filtration. So kidney filtration is very, very important, and that has to be careful on, because we want to make sure, especially for an older person, that their kidneys still function 110%. Hey, Omi, how are you? Kifak, I hope you're doing good. I hope you're enjoying the day. Help for knee joint pain. Knee joint pain is due to your intake of oxalates and nightshade foods. Discontinue them ASAP. It will take probably a few weeks to a few months. You'll actually notice a huge difference, seriously. And if you have issues to nightshade foods, you have to actually discontinue them for good. Statin is helping me. Just got notice I have moderate sleep apnea. Okay. So we need to vasodilate your arteries so you can actually breathe better. Sorry, please describe what those foods are. Nightshade foods. Go on Google and type in nightshade foods. It's gonna give you a list. There's tomatoes, there's peppers, there's what else? Green peppers, red peppers, potatoes. All that stuff falls into a nightshade. Which I might be contributing to my AVT. 100%. 100%. It's lack of oxygen flow. You need to actually vasodilate. Is it bad for you? What's bad for you? The statins? It depends on the milligrams you're taking. Plus, you're not a statin deficient. Your body didn't become synthetically statin deficient. So pretty much your body could be deficient in many things, such as magnesium, glycinate, glycine, all that stuff. 80 milligrams is very high. But if your cholesterol oxidizing is better than nothing. I will. In the meantime, I'm also going to use a CPAP. Perfect. Duke, wake up. He's out relaxing before his meal. He was just playing in the water earlier. He heard us. It's okay, bud. Go back to sleep. Relax. Yeah, relax. You're okay. You're okay, my friend. What? Stretching? Yeah. What? Let's wait another 15 minutes, then I can feed you. What to take for stress? I'm getting headaches. Take L-theanine, Janet. L-theanine, 200 milligrams. Duke, take a nap. We'll feed you soon. I know. He's probably saying, hey, Joe, what's going on? What's going on? Duke is full of mud. He's like, tell Joe to come and take you for a walk. Dulcom Nimalek Shawi. Do you feed Duke raw meat? Yes, he does. At least 80%. I would say about 85% raw meat. We'll be there in 8 hours. Sounds good. What? You want to eat? What do you want? Turkey neck? We only have one left. They're supposed to get us a box today and they haven't. Read it with Lebanese accent. I'll try to read it again. I know I'm not that good. Duak kaum namlek shoi. Duke they're talking about you. Kom namlek shoi. Namlek. Duke, what's that look? Why are you giving me that look? Yeah. You know why you're itchy, Duke? It's all that mud. No worries. I'm trying to actually. Some words I can read, some words I can't. I thought you grew up in Lebanon. I did a long time ago. I left Lebanon when I was about 7 years old. Long time. I can still read a little bit of Arabic, but not much. Would magnesium G be helpful for a dog with heart murmur? Oh, 100%. I wouldn't give him magnesium glycine. I would give him magnesium ionic chloride to put it in their water. I give Duke 100 milligrams of magnesium ionic chloride every single day. And I give him taurine as well, too, about three. Hey, leave that alone. I give him taurine about 3,000 milligrams as well, too. Leave this alone. It's not for us. Turkey necks, smokes, and eggs, along with beef, chicken, and blueberries, are my dog's favorite meal. Oh, 100%. So he gets turkey necks. He does get sometimes beef liver and stuff like that, but I haven't been able to get him here. But a lot of turkey necks and a lot of raw meat, steaks, ground meat, whatever I can get from the butcher. They give me some good pricing. It's not bad. Then it works really, really good. I put Himalayan salt in my dog's water. You have to. Yeah, Himalayan salt is not bad. It doesn't have that much magnesium in it, but it works pretty good. Thoughts for enlarged heart: have high blood pressure, slight cholesterol. So enlarged heart is usually it's a thickening in the arterial system, and that's usually have to do with something to do with soft plaque. So you have to actually address the soft plaque issue before you address anything else. Your place is looking amazing, coming together well. Thank you, Sarah. Yes, it is actually. We kind of finished, the whole thing looks good. Duke jumped in the bed. That's why it's always messy. So the only thing I have to finish still is just the flooring. I already got them in and the wood stove. So I'm thinking of actually installing the wood stove first, then I'll finish the flooring just so I don't actually do any damages to it. How do you address soft plaque? You gotta book a time with me, or maybe watch one of my YouTube videos that I discussed about soft plaque. Because soft plaque, a lot of doctors don't know how to actually, nobody knows how to actually reduce it. I was the only one to actually come across, after 8 years of testing, come across valuable information on how to actually reduce soft plaque. Duke is adorable. Sarah, you can come and take him with you for a couple of weeks to Australia. What's the dosage of milligrams? 20 drops of Oxytrace. 20 drops will give you about 100 milligrams. You start with 100 milligrams, and after 10 days, you gotta work your way up to 40 drops, which is about 200 milligrams. Duke, right? You're good? We'll go eat soon. Maybe in like 10 minutes, okay? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll give you some. I'll give you some. There you go. Does that feels good? Yeah, you like that? You like that? Yeah? I think Sarah wants to take you home for a couple of weeks. Is that okay with you? You think they can keep up with you? With all the energy? I'm doing 20 drops every 4 hours. Perfect. After 10 days, increase it. Omi. Coffee time? I don't know if I'm gonna have coffee tonight. I just had my mushroom coffee. I had 2 cups of coffee this morning and just had a mushroom coffee before I came on. I'm just gonna probably take some creatine before I feed Duke and train. Let's go have that. It's been a busy day today, and actually I finally put my desk together. I made these covers. I have to finish it, and I did my little wall desk. This actually looks good. I just gotta fix a few things so I can get things done. You want a house like mine? It's simple. Seriously, we all have to live in a simple way. Then you guys can have an amazing time. Duke, I'm coming. Wait. Oh, by the way, guys, let me just put this here. Let me just fix my phone. Give me a second here. Tiny Living is awesome. Tiny Living, it is amazing. Seriously, not much to to worry about a lot of things. And even yesterday when we actually had a storm, the electricity went out. I'm making you some food, buddy. Give me a second. How many square feet is your home? Tiny, very, very tiny. So the whole thing is roughly about 40, roughly about under 400 square feet, give or take. 400 square feet, you know, inside here with the tiny house. We don't need more than that. I spend most of my time outside. Yeah, it's about 380, 400 square feet. It's plenty enough. Seriously, guys. You know, you got a bedroom, you got a kitchen, you got a shower and a toilet, and you have a living space so when you have people coming by, and that's it. That's all you need. The rest of it, you can actually gonna spend most of the time, 99%, 99.9%, you're gonna spend it outside. Whether shoveling the snow or in your greenhouse or you're hiking or you're enjoying, especially if you have a pet, you're gonna be spending most of the time outside with them, more than indoors. Outside in Canada, it is tough in Canada, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, with the amount of snow we have, it gets really cold, but you have to do it. I'm actually, as soon as I'm done my water and everything is actually worked out really, really well, I'm actually going to be building a gym outside. So when I build the gym outside, then, because I have a lot of gym equipments, and I'd like to actually bring them all here. I sold some of them, but I'm gonna re-get it done and actually have a gym outside. So this way, down the road, I'll be doing a lot of training online with you guys, and definitely, you know, give you guys some good tips and stuff as well too, because I've done that for many years. We do bonfires in the winter, 100%. When you the time and money to take a full-time break, that's the catch. When you time. When you have time and money to take full-time break, that's the catch, 100%. You know, living in a tiny place, that's how you can actually don't have to work as hard, don't have to worry about too many bills and stuff, because you're keeping everything very minimal. You're keeping everything very minimal. And when you keep everything very minimal, you're actually enjoying life. Why should we actually freaking wait till we're 65 years old, 70 years old to retire? And by the time you retire, well, guess what? Your house bills cost even more than what we can afford. So we end up selling it and moving to a small house. So if you live in a small, tiny place, all the money you're going to make is just going to be going towards things you love and people you want to help that you can actually care about. Too much room for clutter, 100%. You don't need, you know, and the thing is, when you live in a tiny house, you don't need to spend money on things. You spend money on things that you really need. And that's all it is. Teach them how to make money. Teach who how to make money, Jesse? Teach you how to make money? Everybody has potential to make money. It's just how you do it. I do. You need a lot of money to live like that without income? No, you don't need a lot of money. If you're growing your own stuff, you have your own, you know, eggs or chicken, you have your own beef. What more do you need? That means you should only make enough money to pay possibly your water bill or your electrical bill or your internet bill or your phone bill. Keep it as simple as that. Keep it as simple as that. Why are you making it so complicated and putting a lot of nonsense info on here? Everybody can make it. You don't need money to actually, you don't live money and stuff. Land, like, come on. I've worked in the city for 15 years, right? I worked in the city for 15 years. Everybody that actually worked in the city, they would have been able to actually possibly make some money and possibly invest it into a land. That's what I did. I put all my money into the land to actually buy it. And it didn't just happen overnight. It took me 7 years to get here. And after that, when I was actually in the process of doing it, that's when I started to realize that You know, we don't need a big house in the city. You don't need all these little fancy things. You can keep it as simple as possible. You need the car to get you from point A to point B, and that's it. And once you do that, all that money you're saving, that's where you can actually invest it and put it towards something. So it's not something that you can just, you know, jump and say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to buy a land and do this. It will take you years of planning. But keep in mind, all we have is time in this life. All we have is time in this life. You know, sometimes things don't just happen overnight. You have to actually plan it, stick to it, and stay consistent. If you're not consistent, you're always going to be a failure. Trust me. It's like opening your own business. You think when you open up your own business, you're gonna make $1 million or $100,000 or whatever it is a year. You're gonna probably fail 100 times before you become successful once. But that time you become successful, now you actually gave you the opportunity to actually possibly feel free. But you're still gonna make mistakes, no matter what. I still make mistakes every single day, every day. I have my land with a 5-bedroom house. Yeah, well, why would you need a 5-bedroom house for? If I was you, and if you're living alone, then rent every room to somebody who would love to live on a land or live in an acreage or live off a grid. Well, there you go. You have your family. That's perfect. So some people have big families, some people don't. Some people obviously did not work out, so they end up, you know, doing their own things. But whatever makes you happy, at the end of the day, you made that decision. The problem is, should I take all my supplements together or separate? Water soluble, separate, then the fat soluble, because the fat solubles have to be with your food intake. Your water solubles, they have to be with food intake. Duke, we're not going to play in the water. You're already full of mud. But you know, everybody has a specific lifestyle and specific things. You know, sometimes, to be honest with you, just yeah, I wish I can go back even 20 years ago and do things a little bit differently. But you can't. We can't, because that's what we picked as a life, and we just have to kind of work at it to make the best out of it. But nothing comes cheap. Nothing comes cheap. And I'm not saying, you know, living in a land that is cheap and stuff like that. It's whether you're capable of doing it or not. A lot of people will end up failing numerous times. I have 2 young kids, 3.5 and 1.5, and they are always fussy, maybe stressed out. What can I do? Give them L-theanine. L-theanine will help calm down their brain, so this way activates their dopamine, and they'll actually feel a little bit more at ease. L-theanine, 200 milligrams, would be plenty enough. Take that 200 milligrams and break it down into about like 3 different doses. Any tips to low blood pressure at clinic? Because at home it's normal, but at clinic it's high. Take L-theanine. Help relax your body. Helps relax your arterial system. It's too much contraction. It takes a lot of effort, is what I'm saying, folks. It's not easy to be at peace. No, it does. It does. It's a lot of work. Seriously, it's a lot of work. And you know, sometimes, to be honest with you, I wish, like I said, I can go back years and years and actually had the mindset that I have today that I had like maybe 10, 15 years ago. I would have made things a lot better, a lot sooner. No room to run around. We live in an apartment, but when you get there, it's worth it. 100%. It is 100% worth it. L-theanine does not work to me, still high. So the thing is, when you go and get your blood pressure checked, technically a doctor should not check your blood pressure without you going into a relaxation stage. An average person takes at least 5 minutes in a breathing exercise to actually calm down their nervous system. So if you're having a hard time, you know, calming yourself down, you should not really accept any type of high blood pressure medications at all. So, and if L-theanine does not help, it's just all about breathing exercises and actually going into a relaxation mode. 200 milligrams, if it's not working, you can increase up to 600 milligrams per dose. That said, it shaped into who you are now. The path you went down to get where you are now. 100%, I agree with that, Margo. Duke, where's the ball? We'll play for 5 minutes before I let everyone go. Then we can feed you, okay? Duke lost the ball. Let's go look for it. I'm gonna go look for it, Duke. So it's all muddy behind me because I actually had to fix it with a small excavator. So I bought some, I don't know if it's too late already or not. So I bought a bag of grass seed, about 4 kilograms. So I'm gonna actually spray it on the dirt and actually maybe get some grass. I know we have like maybe, we have still, you know, a little bit of July, a full month of August. I think maybe I'll have enough green to actually cover all that dirt before we start to get hit with like weather changes. We need to go fishing one day in the future. I'm gonna probably go with my neighbor this Sunday. He got a new motor. He's gonna test it out. Hopefully it goes good. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if I can fix my my kayak. If I can fix my kayak, I think it's gonna be awesome because there's like a couple holes in it. I gotta probably get like a torch and see if I can actually fix the damage area. Where are you at? Where are you at, Jesse? We definitely need to go fishing. Since I got Duke, I haven't gone fishing for like 2 years. It's been tough. But now since I got the fences all around me, so I can at least keep him here because I would love to take Duke with me. Just I think the weather won't, he won't like it. Sajid, how are you? Duke, that's his little place to dig. How's it going, my man? It's going good, not bad. I hope you're doing well. Duke is getting himself tired before he eats. Duke, what are you looking for? Hopefully Duke wasn't around when you said that he probably went like, what do you mean since he got... Yeah, no kidding, eh? Yeah, Duke is, you know, since I've got Duke is, he's actually, he kept me busy and he kept me busy that I actually start spending more time being here. Because usually I would come here, for about a month and, you know, I get sometimes a little bit tired, exhausted from working at the land because I went from one level to another level to a third level. Every year I would take a couple trees down and clean it up, and I started building last year when Duke came with me, and he kept me busy. If I didn't have Duke, I don't think I would be able to stay here for 4 or 5 months straight to actually fix my tiny house. I have a nice place in Canada for fish. Oh, nice. It's a hidden secret then, isn't it, Jesse? Hey, looking forward to it. Northern pike, walleye, trout, it's peaceful. Northern pike and walleye. So you're up east then for walleye. Up east towards probably Ontario, Toronto area then. Or Saskatchewan maybe? No, walleye is mostly up east. There is some in Alberta, but it's illegal to catch. Right, Duke? Alberta too. Alberta, there's, well, it's illegal to catch walleye in Alberta. I know they've been banned because there were, yeah, you can't, they didn't even have catch and release. Ontario has walleye. Saskatchewan, my friend, in the valley. Okay, yeah. Because I think Saskatchewan and a lot of these places, they actually have, you're allowed to actually catch walleye and keep them, which is nice. I never really actually tried the walleye, so I don't know how they taste like. I heard they taste very sweet. Good afternoon. So, hey, Eric, how are you? How's things been? Duke, we're not playing in the mud today. Are they that good, the walleyes? I never had them. I had perch. I heard they taste very similar to perch, I think. So they have a little sweet flavor almost. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it is. Duke, where's the ball? Gotta run, have a good one. Cheers, keep me updated, let me know how things are going. I'm gonna start drinking this beet juice by Lakewood Organic, 100% juice, folate, 120 micrograms, 30%. Sounds good. Let me know how it works out for you, Sean. And check your vasodilation as well too. Very tasty, yes, sweet, it is sweet. Okay, I gotta get out there and fish. I might go this Sunday. We're gonna actually, my neighbor is gonna test his motor, so I'm gonna go with him and see. Maybe we'll see how it goes. If it's nice for fishing, I'm gonna actually fix my kayak right away. Fort Capel, look it up. I will check it out here. Let me take a picture of this because I can't really type anything right now while I'm talking, but I'll check it out. Fort Capel in Saskatchewan. I gotta start doing some traveling and go visit everybody. Just gotta start making some good money. I know you probably answered this 1,000 times, but what's the best way to lower blood sugar? Berberine, and switch all your carbohydrates to last meal of the day. And I did write an ebook on it as well too. I'm trying that since I can't afford the Neo 40 supplement right now. The Neo 40 is very expensive. I haven't really had some good feedback from it yet. I know I've been using the Berkeley. Even the Berkeley is very expensive, but the Berkeley is giving nitrate supplement, well, the vasodilation up to 6 hours. I'll definitely have to check out the Neo 40. I think the Neo 40 is only available in Canada. But definitely would be great. Let me know if you try that one. Let me know how it works and what's the length of the nitric oxide. So the way you can test the nitric oxide, with the way I tested with Berkeley when I took it, I would actually test the strip. You know how you can put the strip on your tongue and you test your nitrate levels. And I kept testing it, and it took roughly about between 6 hours and 8 hours before it's fully depleted. That's why I kind of like that brand. Why do you think the Berberine bottle says don't use if you have diabetes? They just have to protect themselves. They're clueless. A lot of these companies, they have to protect themselves for people suing them. But yes, it does work 100%. And I can guarantee that. It just takes anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks to actually work in your body. Me, I take Muktavati for blood pressure. Works great. Perfect. Thanks so much for sharing that. I've heard of Berkeley. I need to look that one up. Does it have a lower dose of B12? It does, yes. Look it up. I have the link on my profile bio for Berkeley. That's the one I've been using for 10 years now. Do you have chemtrails in your area? Roberts, we have chemtrails every single day except for the past 3 days. I'm surprised. Since I've been here, every day I see about like probably 3 or 4 trails. And that's why the weather was changing so much. That's crazy. How else are they gonna feed us all the heavy metals in our food system and our water system and everything else, right? Control, control, control. That's what it's all about. Cool, because every time I go and get blood work, my veins go small. Always kind of drop your head below your hip, and that will actually increase the blood flow to all your arteries and all your veins. So this way your veins will actually get thicker, and you can get more blood flow. And this way you can get, when you're doing your blood work, your veins will be like nice and vasodilated. You spot on. Hey Duke, come here, with me. You wanna eat? He's hungry. Okay, I'll take like 1 or 2 more questions, guys. And I seriously have to go feed my little Duke. What do you mean, like bend down? Yeah. So what happened is when you're doing a blood test, and you go to the blood and your veins are not actually showing up. Hold on. So your veins are like up here. Make sure they always do the right vein. They don't do the left vein. The left vein, if they do that one, that's your artery. You can actually get dizzy. So all you gotta do is just bend down and make sure your head drops below your hips. And what happened is, and drop your arms all the way down to the floor. Stay there for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds so the blood will actually rush. And what happened is, see, I just did it for a bit, and you can see all the veins will start to actually get refilled fast. And that's how you can actually increase the dilation. I got blood work done, and he told me I had the best veins he'd ever seen. What does this mean? Probably easy for them to find and poke you. Because trust me, there's some people out there, when they're trying to poke you, they poke the wrong vein or they poke you too deep. What never do left arm? No, not the left arm. Your left vein. This vein here, you should not be doing this one because that's your artery. It will end up bleeding too much, and sometimes you'll actually get dizzy. They should only do it if pretty much you're like lack of blood flow. But yeah, 100% you can get it done. I haven't done a blood test for almost more than a year. When I had to town, probably in December to visit the family, I'll probably do like, usually I do, and I'll go back in December to the city. I'll probably do December, January, February, March. I'll stay probably there 3 months, 3.5 months. I'll probably get almost like 8 blood tests done. That's how I get all my blood tests done. Can you reshare the last tip? So all you gotta do is just drop your body down, and make sure your head drops below your hips, and have your hands down. And what happens is your veins will pop right away. So this way you can actually get the nurse or whatever to actually get your blood out. Make sure they're not using the artery vein. They shouldn't. They shouldn't, Sean, at all. They should never, whenever you're doing a blood test. That's not right, because it can cause inflammation. So make sure you know, they never do that, because it can cause a lot of inflammation, and you can actually lose control. You can get dizzy as well too, which is not bad. It's not really a big deal, but it's all about, you know, infection and inflammation. They can do your left arm, no problem. Left arm, right arm, doesn't matter. But your left vein, the inner vein towards your body, that's the one I'm talking about, should not be touched. Which vein, left or right vein in the arm? The vein close to your body, that's your artery vein. That's your artery. You want to go away from the body, that's your vein. That's how you can think of it. Okay. Now you got me confused, because I'm looking at left and right. Okay, guys, I think that was the last question you guys wanted me to answer. Definitely we'll catch up. Maybe I might come back again today. I wanted to share a product with you guys that I just got yesterday. I got a new product. I'm really excited to actually share with you guys. But it's very expensive. Very expensive product. I hope it is what it is. They claim it does, because it'll be the first product out there. It's the only company that actually has it. It's a patent design, so definitely looking forward to sharing it with you guys, especially anybody with heart issues. In the meantime, I'll try to come back later if I could. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'll try to come back. I'll share it with you. I got it today. They actually came and dropped it off for me. Very interesting product. And I do have the link on my profile bio under supplements. And you'll probably find it right away when you go there, but it's very expensive. So far, I have 6 customers trying it. And I'm kind of hoping to get some positive results from it. Because it's like we're talking in the upper $1,000 every 3 months. But they looked at it as like, well, if you can actually fix your heart, the money shouldn't be an issue, right? So they send me a sample of it for, I think, 30 days. And I'm going to actually look into it a little bit further. But it sounds very promising. A lot of scientific facts about it, which is very interesting. So anybody that has calcifications and anything like that, and it's been claimed that they can possibly remove it within less than a year. Keep in mind, a heart tissue can take 70 years to actually repair itself. So imagine if they actually found a cure to actually get it done within a year time. That's something interesting. Very interesting. So definitely want to share that with you guys. Yeah, it takes 70 years for 1% of the heart cells to actually be repaired. So technically, if you actually think about it, so a human being should actually be able to live beyond hundreds and hundreds of years. I should actually do a webinar on ageless stuff, because Miss Cosmo yesterday was asking me to do one. I used to do every Friday a webinar, but I'm just gonna do it every 2 weeks. So maybe not this Friday, which is tomorrow, probably next Friday I'll do one. and usually it's about an hour webinar. But yeah, well, I'll see if I can come back tonight. If not, probably tomorrow. But I want to share that product with you guys. I have 2 products. I want to talk to you guys about it and see what you guys think. And guys, I'm always the guinea pig here that I'm gonna be trying it. And we'll see what happens. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening, and touch base if you have any questions, and we'll go from there. You guys take care.